Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and today is June the 8th, 2020. And if you know, like I know, in a perfect world, I'm up early and excited and pain free and chomping at the bit to see what Spirit has to share with me that I might share with you. And then there are those days when you roll out the bed, get your meditation in, and not the 3 or 4 other practices, and then just get swallowed by life. But not necessarily in a bad way, just activity. And before you know it, the day is over and many things have been accomplished, but I didn't feel like I had much control of the day and the time. And I scheduled all this stuff, okay? But anyway, I say all that to say I love to, on those perfect days, talk to my spirit guides and my Holy Spirit through me, my ancestors, and immediately tell you just what they told me. And then there are days like today when I'm grateful for all the things that got done. And I did not spend a lot of energy in pushing back and kind of roll with the flow. But it's the end of the day, and I just got a chance to stop by and say, this is what Spirit had for us to work with for the day, or the thoughts to visit and check your perspective on. So maybe you had the whole day to play with them. But anyway, didn't work that way. It's the end of the day, and we still had a productive day. We're still here with breath to try to get it better for tomorrow. The cards have been shuffled, prayed upon, and the messages to ponder fall as follows. From the Power of Love deck, the card for today is cause and effect. You're aware that love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Okay. That, what comes is the law of, don't know. I don't do laws, but I got the gist of it. Is that for every action, there's an equal present. I'm sure I'm botching it up, but you know what I'm saying. There's an equal reaction. And when things are in an uproar and real passion, and everybody's passionate for as much as they're passionate about things, all that force and fire flying around often, it could do one or two things. It could build or it could destroy. And oftentimes when there's a lot of passion, they just burn each other out. Neither one is done or enough on any side to clear a path so that one can create. And the meaning for tearing down the house, burning down the house, does not take in consideration what we need to create. So I'm also kind of clear on different times in your life, or my life, have called for different kinds of energy. There's a time to burn the house down, because I got to be heard, and I will die for it. And there's a time when you've lived a while and you have put all that passion out, and you saw some incremental changes, but you saw exactly what I just said. Equal forces pushing real hard and nothing getting through. And there's a time to gently guide but consistently guide things in the right direction. Those times when things are more imbalanced yet passionate, we're able to open up space for more dialogue. Whatever that is in your life or in the world as we know it, there's always need for constant dialogue. And in the wake of a whole lot of passion, we often don't go anywhere past that. So what we're going on for the next card that supports that is the 19 of pride. And that reduces to a 1, which speaks of ego. Hear me, listen to me, hear me. Identity, do you know who I am? Hear me. Resourcefulness, I still need to get the job done while I push and holler. And finally, leadership. Learn how to sway, ever present that there is a goal. So, pride we could be proud that we know whether it looks like things are working out for we or not. They always are. Why? Because we have spirit guides, because we have ancestors, because we have ascended masters, because we don't have to reinvent the wheel, because we know this world is energetic, and as long as we continue to keep our energies high, things will find we will create a higher space to sit upon until the next time there's a surge of energy there's the ebb and flow. I'm rushing to it, I gotta sit down. I'm rushing to it, and then there's a certain point in time when I gotta find new ways to resist and pass the baton to those who have the energies to rush. Pride, in the good sense, well, in the more productive sense, means I got out of the way because I recognize this is not an area of my expertise. I show up in the ways that I can show up, and I can set down my pride and ask for help in those areas where I'm weak. Hello? Okay. So, with that said, this goes here. With that said, we go to the third card in the reading, and that is fire, which is the number 10. And once again, it reduces to a 1. And fire talks about those same things we just talked about. It's an ego thing. I did it. I did it. I did it. Do you know who I am? I did it. Hear me, see me. I am virile. I did it. And then as the momentum and the lessons of life get learned, and you recognize that you can still do it, but do it from a different perspective, and most importantly, I recognize how I did it. I did it by humbling myself when I didn't know, teaching somebody what I did know, and collaborating with somebody so we could put together what you knew, what I know, and use the energies productively as a family, as a team, and finally as a community, and then as a world. The final card for the reading for today is love holds no grievances. My hands are filthy. I've been digging in the dirt from outside and I gotta do some scrubbing. Ill. I digress, excuse me. Love holds no grievances. The holiest of all the spots on earth is where an ancient hatred has become a present love. Okay. It sounds more like religion to me, y'all. Reasons to be cheerful. Can we eradicate an old ancient hatred? Be it self-hatred that doesn't allow us to get to community, to get to team even. So that internal work we need to do, is it directed to somebody else? External work still goes back to one, goes back to zero. The whole, the internal work. Still it does. But at the end of the day, love holds no grievances. As the late great Dr. Maya Angelou said, if I know better, I do better. Good night, light people. Dream well.